Justin Bieber is being accused of stealing his album art design. Cardi B's WAP performance has started a Twitter fight, and we have more details coming out from Demi Lovato's docu-series. I'm Shannon, welcome to The Filter. Let's get into today's music news stories. Tomorrow is the big day that we are getting Justin Bieber's brand new album that's called Justice. And there's a French dance duo whose name is Justice who have sent Justin Bieber a cease and desist notice over his album coming out because they claim that Justin actually used their trademark cross logo on his album art. The duo and their fans said that they noticed the similarities as soon as Justin released the new album art back on February 26th. Some fans were actually confused enough to think that Justice was doing a collab with Justin Bieber. They then sent the cease and desist letter on March 10th calling for Justin to change the logo. Since they do have the trademark legally for this image, it would be illegal for Justin to continue using it since he would be making money off of that album as well as any merch that's tied to that logo. The letter also included an email from somebody from Justin's team from last April in 2020, where they actually reached out to Justice asking to be connected with the designer who created Justice's logo. The meeting with the designer never ended up happening, but this just shows that Justin's team knew about the Justice logo, that it existed, it wasn't just a coincidence, and they also had it in mind when creating the look for Justin's new album. That might not look so good for Justin's side of things, so we'll have to see what happens with that. Triller has announced the artists who are going to be performing as part of the upcoming fight that's between YouTuber Jake Paul and the retired UFC competitor Ben Askren. Justin Bieber is going to be performing as well as Doja Cat, the Black Keys, Saweetie, Diplo, Major Lazer, and we're going to see the very first appearance of the hip-hop supergroup that's been formed that calls themselves Mount Westmore, which is actually made up of Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Too Short, and E40. This is expected to bring in even more viewers for this fight that's going to be taking place on April 17th at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. We saw that there has been a bunch of backlash since Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's WAP performance at the Grammys. We talked about it in the last episode of The Filter, and now Candace Owens has weighed in on it. This is the super conservative woman who raised a lot of eyebrows after she commented on the fact that Harry Styles shouldn't be wearing a dress on the cover of Vogue. And she tweeted about the performance, saying that millions of young girls follow Cardi, and she is the worst that she's seen her during this performance. She called on Cardi to do better. And this sparked a huge back and forth between Cardi and Candace on Twitter. Most of their interactions are still up on Twitter if you want to check out the whole thing. Megan has actually weighed in on it herself. She tweeted saying, "If you like puppies, follow puppy pages. If you like food, follow food pages. If you like bad bitches, follow me. Simple, K-bye." Demi Lovato's docu-series doesn't come out until next week, but we are finding out a lot about her before it does. Demi is now opening up about the alleged fact that she was sexually assaulted by the drug dealer that gave her the drugs that led to her overdose back in 2018. She talked about it and she said, "I didn't just overdose, I was taken advantage of. When they found me, I was naked, blue, I was literally left for dead after he took advantage of me." She also said that that overdose was not the last time that she did heroin, and she was horrified at herself for doing it again. She explained that she has done more drugs such as crack cocaine, meth, MDMA, cocaine, marijuana, and oxycodone. This wasn't her only sexual assault encounter either. She alleged that she was sexually assaulted when she was working on the Disney Channel in the late 2000s by someone that she had to see all the time. So we're going to find out even more from Demi Lovato in the docu-series that's called Dancing with the Devil. It's all coming out on March 23rd. It's only a few days away. And we're going to be getting her first single from her new album just 3 days after that, followed by that new album that's called Dancing with the Devil, The Art of Starting Over, coming out on April 2nd. So it's going to take us through the journey of her last few years through music, and it's also going to have a collab with Ariana Grande. BTS has set yet another world record. This is something that they actually accomplished last year, but they're just getting recognized by the Guinness World Records for it now. They have set the record for the most simultaneous viewers of a YouTube premiere video for a music video for their song and music video Dynamite, which means that 3 million people were viewing this video when it was first premiered on YouTube. This isn't the first record that we've seen set by BTS when it comes to streaming and viewers, so it's definitely not going to be the last. Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Filter. Of course, as always, let me know your thoughts on these stories by commenting down below. And tomorrow, make sure to check out iHeart New Music on the iHeartRadio app, a great way to discover new songs and new artists. We'll see you on Tuesday for a new episode of The Filter.